Hi there, Merca. I am your interim president, Trista. And Chachi and I just did Governor Walz's job for him, and that is to let all the high students know that they will be charged and followed around by the National Guards just to make sure they don't do anything unlawful. Anyway, so here we go. It's called the governor's duty in a time of domestic crisis. My fellow Minnesota, okay, pretend I'm Tim Walz, okay? My fellow Minnesotans, just doing your job for you, Tim. My fellow Minnesotans, today I begin with an apology for hesitation when clarity was required, an apology for silence when action was demanded, and an apology to families, especially children, who were placed in danger while government argued jurisdiction instead of protecting life. That is on us, and today that changes. Minnesota will not be a place where fear substitutes for law, where masked agents operate without accountability, or where chemical agents are deployed against civilians without consequence. Recent incidents, now documented by medical professionals, witnesses, and video evidence, raise grave concerns about the use of chemical irritants in enclosed spaces, including vehicles containing children. A 6-month-old infant was hospitalized, nearly died. Stop breathing. That alone demands action. Let me be clear. If state or federal actors commit crimes on Minnesota soil, Minnesota law applies. Accordingly, I am directing the Attorney General of Minnesota to open a state criminal investigation into the actions of ICE agent Jonathan Ross and any others involved, including potential charges under Minnesota homicide statutes, state anti-terrorism and civil rights laws, assault with a chemical agent, deprivation of rights under color of law. This is not politics. This is law. No badge, no uniform, no federal title places anyone above accountability. I am also ordering the Minnesota National Guard, in coordination with the Department of Public Safety, to lawfully observe and document federal enforcement actions within the state to ensure constitutional compliance. Nothing more, nothing less. Any unlawful detention, use of force, or concealment of identity will be referred immediately for prosecution. To my fellow governors, especially Democratic governors, I say this: the Constitution does not defend itself. I call for a multi-state legal coalition of attorneys general to pursue emergency relief against federal actions that violate due process, the Fourth Amendment, and international humanitarian norms. And to Congress, do your job. An adjudicated insurrectionist is disqualified under the 14th Amendment. Convicted felons do not govern democracies. Executive immunity does not mean executive monarchy. History will not ask whether this was politically convenient. It will ask whether we acted. Minnesota will. Thank you. I am Governor Tim Walz. Haha. Or speaking for Governor Tim Walz.